Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. No time to waste. We're going to get right to it, kind of like where we left off. Well, no, I actually don't know where I left off, but we are going to finish seeding that field over there, and then we're going to get to fertilizing. Oh, plants are growing. We're going to get to fertilizing all the fields. All of our workers are all down at Lakeside. So if you go to the map, they're all down here. We have finished all the fields down here. They're all seeded. And once they get done, all these fields will be seeded. So they're just finishing up these 4 fields here. That field's done. So yeah, the only fields we got left to seed are the ones like in this general area, right in here. And then of course, it's just me making sure everything's fertilized. So but I got to finish this field here, which we're halfway done on anyways. If I can remember where I parked my tractor, and I have no idea. Oh, that's right over there. So we're hopping there. It looks like the seed drill is already hooked up to it. Do we have seed in it? I would say not. It's a little bit messy, but you know, we only got one more field to finish seeding, then we'll give it a good wash at the garage. And we'll keep track of our workers so we can get them over. You know, can we get done seeding today? Probably not, but you never know. So empty the seeder. There's nothing in it. So canola, fill the seeder, boom. I should be able to finish the field with what we got, so I don't have to go to the store and buy some more, hopefully. And then we'll get to fertilizing. I'll probably start with the fields further away and work my way back. Down on Lakeside, there's only one field that I got to get to. I just checked the stats before I started recording, so there's one more field I got to get to, and that's it. All the rest of the fields down on Lakeside, where they're seeding right now, are done. Just one field that they use probably artificial fertilizer, is what I'm guessing. And then, like I said, this is day 4 of winter seeding. Like I said, you know, we'll see how we get along today. I don't think we can get all the seeding done today with the workers. Fertilizing, probably not as well. But we'll see how we go. 5 days max, though. We don't need more than today and the next day, that's for sure. And the weather's been good for us as well. So everything's holding up for us. Rex is still hanging around, even though we haven't fed him at all. So who knows? I thought they said if you don't feed Rex, he'll end up running away, but Rex seems to be pretty happy around the household. Yeah, so once we get all the seeding done and fertilizing done, I'm pretty much going to skip to April. Meaning, well, we don't, there's no October, November, December, January, February, March in the game anyways. But, yeah, we will skip the winter months. Fast forward to spring, and I don't know if I will start the season on April 1st. I'm going to look at the prices at the market. It looks like I finished seeding there when I ran out. I'll look at the prices in the market and see if the prices are good for canola before we just start cleaning up the area, doing our spring cleaning. I don't want to sell canola if it's not worth a darn. Not worth a darn. So yeah, we'll just have to see what the prices are. I was wondering if I left a little gap somewhere wherever I finished up. But I want to be careful with the seed. Although, like I said, I'm just about halfway done with this field. So I am going to assume that I got more than enough seed. I want to make sure I get every little bit. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. But our goal right now, we don't have one for this year. But our goal for next year in the spring cleaning is get at least $1 million on the first harvest, our spring cleaning. That's the goal. So I'll have to see where we start the following year. Now the hard part is going to be, because right now there sort of is an issue with some of the workers when they harvest not getting the money from the crop. So it's going to be kind of hard to tell when you got 4 workers going. I mean, it's easy when you got no workers going and you hire one. You'll see the money start going up on the right hand side of the screen, which is all fine. But when you hire a second worker, it's going to be hard to see. I mean, yeah, you can try to look at the screen and see if it's going up faster. But down in Wheatford, I'm not hiring anyone. Or I could just hire one worker at a time, and we can go around and harvest it as well and sell it, just to be sure. I don't know. I haven't thought it through. Maybe the devs do know about the issue about the workers hiring workers to harvest and not getting the money for it. So, maybe there'll be an update by then, but it better come quick, because we're not too far from doing so. So I'm going to try to keep a close eye on the workers today, just because I would love to get all the seeding done today. And there's not really that many big fields to do. When I mean big fields, I usually consider big fields like 3 hectares and over. But I've been kind of lucky with the weather. It hasn't rained hardly at all. It did rain quite a bit when I skipped those. When I skipped about, what, 2 weeks? I think it rained about 4 or 5 days. I don't go to bed and sleep for a week. You have that option to sleep for a week. I never do that because I don't know why. I think I did it once and I missed a few things, or I went and saw the greenhouse. I'm like, oh, the greenhouse was ready. Well, how many days I missed on that? But that was when I was really starting in the early days, when I didn't have the money and social points. I'm like, I'm missing days where I could be doing work and getting social points, so I stopped doing that. See how we do in those fields. Alright, so we're about 2/3 of the way done here. Maybe when I get to the top here, I'll just double check the workers. I probably should have looked at the workers to see how much of the fields they are working in, how much they have done, so I can get a rough idea how much longer they would be, so I can move them up here to start seeding. But we'll do that right now, just to get a good idea of what they are doing. Alright, so he's 65% done. Oh, he is just about done. 65 as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll start having them working here. It's kind of like go clockwise around here, because they just got these fields here and these fields here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing here. I'll farm manage the 4 workers we got going. And I'll bring it back in just a little bit. Probably like another in-game hour. And hopefully I'll be almost done with this field. And we'll have maybe a worker or 2. Well, we should have 1 worker up here with us. And maybe another worker as well. But I'll see in a bit and we'll see where we are. Just about finishing up here in this field. And I have gotten 2 workers up here along with us. Well, not next to us, but they're up in the same part of the map. They're in the hometown. Oh yeah, what is this place actually called? The home farm? I don't know, what's it called? Homestead. So I got one guy here doing this small field. He's probably almost done, actually. 65%. This guy just started. 90%, so he's not too far from being done. He's just about done. So yeah, they can start doing over here a little bit. But right now, how much did I get done in this field? 98.88. I missed 1% somewhere. Who knows where. But I do have quite a bit of seed left. Well, not quite a bit. I had more than enough to finish the field. But as far as I'm concerned, we are done seeding ourselves. So I'm going to go empty the seedril. We're going to go give it a good bath at the garage. And we're going to go pick up the fertilizer spreader. Now the question is what... I mean, there's multiple ways I can do it. I can do regular fertilizer or Fert-X. I think, I don't know what I want to do just yet. I may do just Fert-X. I kind of want to go over and get that field done on the east side where I said I'll get to it at the end. Refuel your machine. I was like, oh, why? Okay, just not highlighted. Never mind. Just ignore me. Yeah, I want to get that field done just to get it out of my mind. Meaning that whole section of fields. That way I can just say those sections of fields are done. The ones up in the northwest, those are done. So yeah, yeah, we'll get the one on the east side done. That one that we got like 25% done, something like that. Nope, that's wrong. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Those are for Farming Simulator. R to lower the machine. Then Q. There we go. There we go. So now we're going to pick up our spreader. So yeah, we're going to put Fert-X into this. So we're going to go to that field on the east side, and then we're going to go down to Wheatford. Too close. There we go. We'll go down to Wheatford, start doing some of those fields, and that will probably end our day. Because actually it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so it didn't take me that long to do that. Yeah, so we'll at least start down in Wheatford as well. It doesn't take long to fertilize. For X, I got quite a bit. Did it fill up, or? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So before I give my journey over to the east side, I'm just going to double check. My food is good. Yes, so I have a free worker, so he can come here. We'll get this one done right here. So I'll double check when I get over to the east side. See what the other workers are doing, or all my workers are doing. It's just being a farm manager today and getting some of the work done. But we are done seeding anyways for the fall. But now I got to catch up and do some fertilizing, which is a lot quicker, like I said. So I'll meet you over when I get over there. Well, looking at things, our workers are all done in Lakeside. Our worker is done with this field here, so I can hire 2 more. We'll hire one for here. And then you gotta wait that magical 6 or 7 seconds. I think once the information is gone on the left-hand side, you can probably go up and do it. So that should be good enough. And we'll hire one for here. And there we go. So we're back on the east side. We got this little tiny field here. Just barely 1 hectare, 0.99. But we will take care of this field in no time and then head over to Old Wheatford. And I'm hoping to get maybe like 4 fields done over there. This fertilizer does tend to last quite a while when spreading it. And I'm not going to try to zoom out too far because the camera angle on this thing just goes haywire when you do so. Kind of flickers in and out. And there, that's good enough. 94 and 84. That's fine by me. Now I gotta figure out what's the quickest way over to Wheatford. Looks like this road right here. I wonder if I can cut down. There's no lake here, so if I cut down over the hill, which normally wouldn't do. Or actually, I can come up to this village here and turn right. So I think I'll stick to the road for a change. And we'll head over to Old Wheatford and get started on that. I mean, I use 5% on that field, so not too much. But now we got all 4 workers at the homestead area. Getting those fields all taken care of for the rest of the way. It's 11 o'clock. Can we get the seeding done today? That would be great. I keep focusing on that. Is that the road I want? I have no idea. No, there's a road up here. I don't think I think I've been up here once before. But not in a long time up in this section of the map. It's unfortunate I don't see no NPCs walking around in a village like that size. It's too bad. We have arrived at Old Weeford. And before I get started, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have all 4 workers still going. Halfway done. Third of the way done. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit. This is a pretty decent sized field. Yeah, so they're going to be working for a while. So my thought when I was going to get down here, which we are now, is I'm going to try to get these fields done on this side of the road. And then if I got any extra, then we'll start, you know, knocking out the fields this way. And then save the big one for last over here. But talking about it is not going to get it done. Driving the tractor and talking about it will get it done. So it's just about noon. It's like I said, I'm going to be here for a while, spraying some fertilizer down on these fields. I should be able to get all of the fields done on this side of the road, like I said I wanted to. That shouldn't be an issue, especially with this thing. But we'll see how much we get done by zipping around here. Well, we have gotten these 4 fields done on this side of the road. And I still got half of tank of fertilizer left. What time is it? It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm going to get a few fields done over here on this side as well. I do think, though, one of these fields over here has fertilizer in it. This one here, so I'm going to have to skip this one. So I'll probably focus on the ones closest to the road. So that doesn't have it. That doesn't have any fertilizer. Neither does that. Neither does that. And neither does that. So I'll probably start doing these. We still got 4 workers going strong over here. 90% done, 80% done, half, and 60% done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop out of the tractor, whatever, have something to eat. That'll be good enough for the rest of the day, I do believe. So I'm going to get working on now this side of the road. To zoom on down this side, get a lot of these fields done. Yeah, we're moving right along. Quick lunch break. No time to waste. We got to get back to work. No, I don't want to lower that. Is that on or off? Start fertilizing. There we go. I know what I'm doing. So I'll bring it back in a little while and we'll see where we stand or sit or whatever. Hopefully I can get these fields done on this side of the road with the amount of fertilizer I got left. But I plan to run until I run out. Well, we're just about out of fertilizer. But we've gotten a few fields done around here. Actually, more than half of the fields done down in Old Wheatford. plus the field over on the east side. And our workers are doing a good job. We only have a few fields left to seed. And then I just got to get done fertilizing, which we'll probably do in the next episode. Obviously, because this episode is just about over. Because by the time I run out of fertilizer here, I think I'm going to put regular fertilizer in the next load. And do the fields that have the cow manure on it. And then the rest will be just for X, as you can see. Yeah, now we're empty. But if we go to the map, actually, looks like I got another worker free, which is good. He's done here. Canola, good. You know what? We'll get this small field done today as well. So canola. Yes. I know I hired a worker. So we got all these 4 fields done here. This one's done. That one's done. This one's done. So I just got the 4 fields down here. This is going to just take regular fertilizer, then for X on these 3. And then it's just a matter of making sure all the fields around here are taken care of, which is not going to take too long, really. As for seeding, we just got this field here and these 2 here, I do believe. So yeah, they're not going to take too long to get those fields done. So 5 days. I think originally I was hoping for 3, but I mean, I guess that was a long shot. But you know, you gotta set goals, right? So what time is it? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Time to get back and take care of this. I'm going to just put the regular fertilizer in it so I remember when I do the next episode that that's what we're doing. I'll have to check the fields to see which ones need just regular fertilizer. It might be just like 3 of them. And then the rest will be all for X. And that's all we'll be doing next episode, is just fertilizing and maintaining our workers to make sure that all the fields are seeded. And then double check and triple check before we call it a season. But I'm going to meet you back at the farm. We're actually going to check upon the wife, see what she's up to. Just a quick chat with her, and then we'll wrap up the episode. Back at the farm, I do have plenty of fertilizer in stock, so we'll fill that up. And for now, I think we're just going to park it right here is good enough. I just filled up right. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. As for the cow manure, I think we're just going to empty the tank out, make sure our tanks are full. That way when spring comes, that can be full as well, so we'll be ready to go. She is outside. Not cooking for a change. I haven't checked the pantry in a while.
Hi, sugar.
Hello, darling.
Give her a compliment because it's been a few days.
Did it hurt when you were falling from the sky?
It is so nice to hear. Thank you.
Lame pickup line. Yep, now we gotta go
Hi,
back in the
sugar.
dialogue.
Good evening, dear.
Just to make sure everything else is fine, we'll see how she is.
Nice to see you, love. How are you?
I'm perfect, darling. Thank you.
Well, she seems to be fine. Timmy is Timmy. Rex is doing the Rex thing. We got 4 workers going along. So like I said, not too far off from one more day and we'll be done. It'll be then time to fast forward to next spring. But we got a lot of the fields fertilized today. A lot of work done. And now it's time to sit back, relax, and rest up for our last day of work tomorrow. Then we have a lot of days off, kind of. And then we'll get into the springtime. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time on the day in the farm. But until then, have a good one.